I'm Emmanuel Nzanana from Radiant Yacu, Microinsurance company, Rwanda.
Welcome to a very special episode of the Financial Inclusion Unlocked podcast produced by SIJ Media. Today we'll be talking to Emmanuel Nzanana, who represents Radiant Yacu Microinsurance Company in Rwanda, who this week was crowned the winner of the European Microfinance Award.
We would like to announce this year's award winner, which is Radiant Yacu.
The European Microfinance Award is a prestigious prize that recognises outstanding initiatives advancing financial inclusion, and in this year's initiative, the focus was on building resilience through inclusive insurance. The award is organised by InFiNe, the European Microfinance Platform, or e-MFP, and the Luxembourg Government, with this year's edition also supported by the Microinsurance Network. And the Microinsurance Network are our collaborators for today's episode. Emmanuel, welcome to the show, welcome to Luxembourg. Really happy to have you on the podcast. Take me back to yesterday afternoon. We were sitting in the European Investment Bank offices when the high jury announced that Radiant Yacu was the winner of the award. What did you feel when you walked on stage?
Yeah, thank you so much, Jack. Yesterday it was a good moment for Radiant Yacu and Rwanda in general. You see, we have been this journey for some times back, so it was a joyful moment to have this award come to Rwanda. So we really appreciate and we thank the government of Rwanda, the government of Luxembourg, and the entire leadership team for the good initiative to help companies and some international organization to make sure low-income earners, vulnerable population, they are now resilient, they are able to cope with the risk and foreseen event which may happen to their families, and now they are becoming more resilient through insurance solutions.
Fantastic. And Emmanuel, how was the reaction back home over the last few hours?
Yeah, sure. I have received many messages from my colleagues, my people from Radiant, many populations, many guys from my country. Everyone is proud of what we have achieved. From the regulator, other player on the market. So far we are celebrating.
Yeah, you should, and you deserve it. So
yeah, sure.
We'll get into the award, the process, and now how you move forward with this prize. But let's start from a kind of an earlier chapter. So in terms of your upbringing, I know we spoke about this a few times. So you were born in a rural area of Rwanda. So just take me back in terms of your upbringing and how that shaped your experiences and kind of wanting to make an impact with your career and work and choosing to work in inclusive insurance rather than maybe more of kind of commercial lines of business.
Yeah, sure, Jack. You see, I was born in a village in a rural area in the southern province of Rwanda. So I have witnessed a lot of challenge as a young boy from the rural village. I have seen how our communities will not be able to have access to risk protections when it comes to insurance in general. I grew up seeing insurance as for rich people, not for everyone in the community. So I have seen that as a barrier to the normal living of anyone. So after finishing my studies at the National University of Rwanda, I joined the life insurance company. Unfortunately, what I have experienced, it is what I used to see. Insurance also was still at the level of people who had some kind of means of living. When the idea of microinsurance company started in Rwanda through the National Bank of Rwanda, who is our regulator, I was in charge of corporate business at that corporate company, and under my supervision also the CEO of that company, they have given me opportunity to be reading microinsurance at the starting. So I have started really understanding what is microinsurance and how it is dissolving some of the issues I used to face when I was young. After some time, I have seen that under that company, they were not more focusing on the segment the way I wanted to be. So later, I moved to Radiant Yacu, which is a standalone microinsurance company approved by the central bank. So I started the journey with Radiant Yacu in 2020 December. What I'm seeing or what I'm experiencing today reflect what I have intended as my personal mission. I see farmers, I see low-income earners becoming more resilient against those shocks which may come either in agriculture, in their normal living. You see, in Rwanda we have what we call the Mutuelle de Santé. It is a government scheme which helps low-income earners, every Rwandans, to have access to medical health treatment. So when we conduct our operations, we try to complement the government. Since we are under the government of Rwanda, you see, we really appreciate the work being done by the government of Rwanda in terms of financial inclusion.
It's so interesting. And when you mentioned Radiant Yacu, what exactly does Yacu mean?
When you say Yacu, you mean mine. When a client say Radiant Yacu, even the client, he's saying Radiant is mine, belongs to us.
And that's in Kinyarwanda.
Yeah, that's Kinyarwanda. Okay. Which is very interesting.
And to get into the company now, you mentioned it's a standalone microinsurance company, which I find quite fascinating, because as we were talking, I understand that Radiant is the only standalone microinsurance company in the country. So how did that happen in terms of the licensing and why you positioned yourself in that specific way?
As I said, the government of Rwanda is in the process of making sure every citizen has access to basic need, risk protection. So in that line, the Central Bank of Rwanda has issued the microinsurance regulation later in 2018, inciting people to check how they can really help those low-income earners. After that regulation was gazetted, Radiant Yacu has been the first company to start the journey. Wow. For sure, we have received enough support from the regulator, the National Bank of Rwanda, and the government of Rwanda in general, through the Ministry of Finance and Economics Planning. After being licensed in 2019, we started the journey. It was not easy, Jack. It was very hard, but always starting is very hard. But when you manage to know your mission and work hard, it come out. So the government of Rwanda has set in place those regulations, and we are operating in a good environment. We are credible, we are regulated, and we are trying to implement what the government of Rwanda is looking for to the citizens of Rwanda. Yeah.
Talk me through, so after getting the license, the journey in terms of your products and your offerings and how that's evolved over time. So what did you initially start with?
Yeah, thank you so much. We started with one product called Turikumwe. When you say Turikumwe in Kinyarwanda, means we are together. Okay. In terms of, in the case you had unforeseen event happen to your family, it is saying that we are with you with that bad moment. So we started with that Turikumwe product, which is a funeral product combined with natural death and the accidental death cover. So that one was the first product. And we have had the support from the Access to Finance Rwanda. They are the ones who finance the research. When you see the performance of that product, it is making miracles. We are seeing a lot of changes. We are seeing a lot of numbers from our subscribers. And for sure, now we are at the good track. We have also more than 9 products on board now. We started with 1, now we have 9 products. Wow. And what I can mention, We are part of the National Agriculture Insurance Scheme. We are among the top players in the National Agriculture Insurance Scheme.
Emmanuel, when you mention success in the product, so beyond number of sign-ups, beyond total premium size, what are those success metrics that you're actually tracking?
Yeah, you see, when we track the success of a product, we see how the product is responding to the need of our customers. First of all, product is not the purpose is not making money. The purpose is making sure what we are offering to the client is really responding to their needs. That's the point number one. When we see how the client, they are used to give us testimonial of how it has helped. You have seen the video yesterday where we had a lady. She's a tea farmer. She has lost her husband. Before, there was no mechanism to support the family.
Yeah.
At the cooperative level, it was very hard. When we started our journey, we are paying them in case of death of their spouse and their kids. So when you see how it is helping the entire community, for sure, it's amazing. We really celebrate that good step. When we see our customer, they are happy, we are happy also. Yeah. Yeah.
That maybe goes back to the Radiant Yacu, that it is ours in terms of something that is also belonging to the clients. You talk of 9 products, and you mentioned the National Agricultural Scheme as well. So in terms of your books and your portfolio, what is the kind of the makeup of that?
Yeah, when you see our books, almost 40% it is for agriculture and agriculture, I mean livestock and the crop insurance. So in our book, it plays a big role. And as you may know, in Rwanda, almost 70% of our population, they are low-income earners, and especially they are in agriculture.
Yeah.
So when you see that those numbers, you feel we are sure trying to meet our target in terms of making our low-income earners having access to risk protection.
Looking at that population in particular, what are the big challenges in terms of engaging and outreach and trying to bring insurance to rural communities?
You see, Jack, actually insurance is not a product where everyone may come and buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually insurance is not bought, it is sold. We have tried to do a lot of awareness. You see, many people, they see insurance, as I said before, insurance is for those guys who own cars. It is for those who own big buildings, big business. So when we started engaging with our customer and telling them, this is no longer for those rich people you are referring to. For sure, awareness is key. When you see the penetration rate, especially in the case of Rwanda, we are at 2%, which is for sure not a good number. That tells us how insurance is perceived in our community. For sure, challenge of awareness, it was there. The financial literacy, it's a key challenge. Even the mindset of people, the trust for insurance companies. Yeah. There is such kind of mistrust from the general public about insurance, how they operate. They think insurance is, they are not paying claims, they are not honoring their engagement. So that perception toward the population was really a challenge. Yeah. For changing that narrative, we have tried the other way, making claim settlement as not a cost. So far, settling claim of our client, it is rather an investment. Yeah. We are trying our best to make sure our claims process, they are transparent, they are easier, they are understandable. For making a claim is no longer a tough journey. Yeah. When you see that way of making insurance not being trusted by the public, after starting paying claims timely within the shortest period, so things are now becoming easier to the population, and we really appreciate. Yeah.
And I guess for first-time users, that claims experience is so important, right? And a bad claims experience can lead to them telling friends, family about that mistrust in insurance. But on the other side, a positive claims experience can be your best marketing tool to bring in new clients and groups. What strategies do you have then to ensure that claims experience is as smooth, as positive as possible for clients?
So far, we are using digital channels. Submitting a claim, it doesn't need to come to our offices. They can submit their claim digitally through WhatsApp, through mails. Now it is easier to submit their claims. And they get payment through their mobile phones, which is a good step, by the way. When you are sitting at home and you submit your claim, you receive your payment. For sure, it is a good experience. Without traveling to the offices, submitting hard document, that is a good way we are operating too.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And we've known each other for a while, and I see on social media that you're in the field engaging directly with your clients on a regular basis. So as operations manager, what does a day in the life of Emmanuel look like at Radiant Yacu?
Thanks so much, Jack. You see, under my responsibilities, I'm handling underwriting. I'm following up claim settlement as well, and some other strategic duties at the company level. Normally, my work is working with my team to make sure what we have planned under our strategic business plan is being implemented. I work closely with my team to make sure we are implementing the strategic plan and meeting the expectations from the shareholders and the client in general. I used to have meeting with my team. Actually, in Radiant Yacu, we work as a team. I may not say, as operation manager, I have my own duties aside. We cooperate. We work as a team from our top leadership, from our CEO. She has made the environment easier. We collaborate with all the department to make sure what we are doing really is in the line of the plan of the company. I feel very happy when I go to the field and meet our client. When you listen their testimonial, you can easily understood what is being done with our client.
I heard something before. I'm struggling to think where I heard it now, but it was solutions must be developed and built in the village, not in the boardroom.
Yeah, sure.
So kind of how important is it for your team to be directly kind of co-creating new solutions with the end clients that are going to be using the products?
Yeah, sure. You see, in our company, we don't say we are designing product. We used to say we are designing solutions. Before we come up with any new product, we have to be customer-centric. We go to the field. We understand our customer need. We see their income patterns. We see their challenges. We see their pain. We try to understand, to put our feet in their shoes, to make sure what we are designing is not from our heart, it is from their heart. So before we put on the market any product, we have to conduct a research, make sure we really understand what the customer needs. From that, we come up with a co-designed solution where they have participated and we have participated as well as insurance players. So that solution will not come at the market from our own intention. It is co-created. That model sure makes a lot of miracles. When the customer feels he's the one who designed his own solution, even the enrollment, the consumption of that service, it becomes very easier. I remember we have had research with tea farmers. At the first time, we offered them a funeral insurance product. After some time, we engagement with them, so they have told us, what can we do for our tea plantation? We are facing a lot of challenge.
Yeah.
What can be done? Then, through lucky enough, we have had support from international labor organization. They have given us an Euro fellow. She's seated in our offices. She has helped us to conduct research and make sure we have a solution to that question. By today, we have T parametric insurance on board.
Wow.
It is a solution to.
So how does that work then
Yeah.
for an individual tea farmer? How would they enroll and kind of what benefits would they receive?
Thank you so much, Jack. You see, in our country, we have some kind of grouping. We call it cooperatives.
Mm.
All our tea farmers, they are in cooperatives. For other value chain as well, people, they are grouped into cooperatives. So accessing farmers, we pass through cooperatives. We engage with cooperative leaders. Cooperative leaders, they have their members who represent every member.
Mm.
So we engage with them. We do research with the co-op leaders. We engage with the farmers in general. So enrollment is done at the cooperative level.
Okay.
Payment is done at the cooperative level.
Mm.
It is easier in that way.
So then that takes me on to maybe some questions about partnerships, right? You mentioned then cooperatives. So how important is your model on working with local organisations that might have the trust of a certain population? You mentioned the tea farmers, for example. Is that the model, or do you also have a direct-to-consumer channel?
Actually, we have direct-to-consumer channel. We use digital channels where a customer can access insurance through USSD. And we have some direct product to our customers. But mainly, when you see our portfolio, for sure, partnership plays a key role.
Mm.
In order to succeed in microinsurance, what we have seen, you should have good partnership. Our success lies in the good partnership with microfinance institutions, with saving and cooperatives, with many cooperatives in our country. We don't have tea farmers cooperative only. We have so many such kind of cooperative. Through the partnership with those cooperatives, with those milk collection centers, with those groups, now we see the fruit. Accessing insurance individually, it was not easier. When you see our partnership with our partners, we have banks on board, we have microfinance institutions, we have saving and cooperative so-called SACCO. We used to call them Umurenge SACCO. For sure, we are relying on partnership, apart from other distribution channels.
And I guess that's on the distribution. Then you also have organisations that have supported you with financing and fellows that you just mentioned. Of course, the regulator is playing a big role with the microinsurance regulations. So it does take a village, right? A village of partners that can come together to make microinsurance succeed. A question, I know that you are also a member of the Microinsurance Network, who are based here in Luxembourg and who are kindly supporting this episode. So as a member of the MIN, how has that helped you in terms of finding new partners and also knowledge sharing as well, sharing your experiences and learning from best case studies around the world?
Yeah, thank you so much, Jack. You see, Microinsurance Network, we are a member since 2019. Actually, from the starting.
That's how we know each other as well.
For sure, we have benefited a lot from Microinsurance Network. Apart from the knowledge exchange, we used to get good practice from other players all over the world. When you see their newspapers, when you see report they are publishing, actually we used to provide our own data while they are producing those reports. For sure, we have benefited a lot. When you read the stories in those published reports, you learn from those reports. You see good practice. you see the other members, what are they doing? What can we learn from our peers? So being a part of Microinsurance Network, for sure, it has benefited a lot for us. So being a member, seeing how others are playing, and when you see this award also, they have played a key role. This is a kind of motivation also. We are trying to make sure being a member, not getting insight from others, but also contributing.
So, in terms of the current situation for Radiant Yacu, how many lives or how many individuals are you currently insuring, and what is that a percentage as a total population?
Yeah, you see Rwanda is a small country like Luxembourg, but not...
I think it's bigger than Luxembourg.
Yeah, it's bigger than Luxembourg. You see, now we are covering more than 1.2 million Rwandans.
Wow.
So far, our intention is making sure at least every citizen of Rwanda can have one of our products. It's our big mission.
Okay.
For sure, we have to struggle and make sure we reach at that level.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the award. So we're here on the morning after the award. I know this episode will go out over the next few days. And we have your trophy here. I don't know if you, for those that are watching on social media, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you won't see the trophy, but we have the trophy here in the studio today. So just talk to me about the process of applying for the award. I know they had record applications, 103 organisations applied from 43 countries, and I must also say congratulations to the other finalists, Britam Insurance in Kenya and Dhan Foundation in India. And I know I asked you about your feelings, your reaction when Radiant Yacu was announced on stage yesterday. But how important is this award now for you to continue on your big mission to ensure that every citizen in Rwanda has one of your products?
Yeah, it is our honor and privilege to be awarded this European Microfinance Award. It's a joyful moment for Radiant Yacu, for sure. When you receive this kind of award, it is a recognition of what you are doing. We really appreciate the organizers, everyone who have played a role for having this happen. It has put us on the map. Now everyone can know what is Radiant Yacu, what we are doing. We really appreciate it. It is not for us only. It is for our farmers. It is for our client. It is for our partners. It is for our shareholders. It is for especially our honor for our founding father, Mr. Macri General, who have founded those two companies. It is also an honor for our country, Rwanda in general. So we really appreciate. The process was not easy, as you said. We have seen the news from the Microinsurance Network press release. So we feel interested. We started the journey. Then here we are, have won. So
what happened in the middle in terms of your team was writing the application? Really, what did you focus on in trying to showcase the impact of Radiant Yacu?
Yeah, for sure. Radiant Yacu works. It speaks themselves. You see, when you heard our story yesterday, you have seen the video, you have seen what we are doing. Before it was not easy. For sure, we're not aware of how it is done. Yeah. So we navigate. We tried our best. We tried to show to the public what we are doing. Yeah. Only that. We have tried to tell our story. I have seen it has spread a good memory to many of our audience. You see, when you see what we have done, for sure we're not expecting to be at this level. But so far we are happy. It was not easy when we received messages from the European Microfinance team saying that you are moving from this stage to this one, my friend. It was...
So the first was a semi-finalist?
Yes, we have been told you are now selected for the semi-finalist.
Okay.
For sure, we have celebrated. We were not intending to be at that level also.
Okay. And what did you have to, in terms of that next stage, what did you have to submit? Was there any additional information?
Yeah, for sure. At the start, we have tried to submit some information. It was round 1. After being selected for the round 2, we have provided additional information also. After round 2, they said you have now moved to the semi-finalist stage.
Okay.
My friend, it was a joyful moment when we received that message from European Microfinance team. So everyone from home, from our team, was really celebrating that step. And we kept praying and work hard to see if we can win the big prize. When we received the last announcement that we are now at the final stage, we are 3 finalists.
I'm sure the celebrations were huge.
We have started celebrating. You see, everyone was happy for that step. But we were looking also to move ahead and see if we can win the bigger prize. As I said, I came here yesterday. In my heart, I was feeling maybe, what if we don't receive this big prize? I say, by the way, being at this level also, it is another step.
For sure.
When we received that announcement, we have won the big prize. Up to now, we are receiving congratulation messages from our partners, from our client, from our team in general. So here we are. Thank you so much for anyone who have contributed to have this success.
How are you finding Luxembourg?
You see, coming from Africa and sitting in Luxembourg, for sure it is two different words. When you see Africa and Europe, they are somehow different in terms of infrastructure, in terms of standard of living. We are somehow different. But in Rwanda also, we are trying to do our best. What we are seeing was done by human being also. We are trying. Maybe later in 100 years in the future, we shall be like Luxembourg. Why not? Yeah, we hope so. Yeah.
Brilliant. So what's the next step now? The prize was 100,000 euros. So how do you plan to use those funds to really keep moving forward and advancing your impact?
Yeah. You see, Jack, as I said, this is a recognition. This is an encouragement. The journey has already started. We are not intending to stop our journey within 10 years ahead. We have strategic plan for our business. From this award especially, we have to design more solutions. As I said, we design solutions, not product. When you see the demand on the market, the demand side, we have a lot of work to be done. You see AI is playing a big role. We want to be also more digital. We have also to be more engaging with our customers through awareness. We want to improve our distribution channels. We have to do marketing. For sure, this award will play a key role in designing a new solution. Especially, we'll try to respond to the women need. You see, in Africa, we used to have some political issues where we have refugees. We have also to plan to have some special offering to refugees people. We have also to look at those small business owners. You see, there are so many ventures we can put our effort and make sure the award is helping us to achieve our mission.
Fantastic.
Thank
So
you.
I'm sure when you get home, you and the team will be now very busy in terms of planning the next steps for 2026.
Yeah, sure. Lucky enough, we are ending the year. In a few days, we will be planning for the next year activities plans. So this one also will be included, and we will be busy. For sure, next year it is.
It's going to be big.
Yeah, for sure. We will work a lot and make sure we are implementing our mission.
Fantastic. Well,
Yeah.
Emmanuel, I really, really appreciate your time on the morning after the awards and being with me here for the podcast, learning about the Radiant Yacu story, and big congratulations from me and the SIJ team to you and your team back in Rwanda for all the great work you're doing and the deserving victory yesterday in the European Microfinance Award.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jack. We really appreciate your effort in making insurance not normal ways of communicating to our population. This is also another way of communicating to our customers. This is a normal way also for communicating to the large audience from all over the world. We really appreciate your effort, and we thank the government of Luxembourg. For sure, this initiative is creating a huge impact. We say, God bless Luxembourg. We say, God bless Rwanda. We say, God bless everyone. Thank you so much for having me.
No worries. Thanks, Emmanuel.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to this special episode of the Financial Inclusion Unlocked podcast with Emmanuel from Radiant Yacu. And thank you to the Microinsurance Network for supporting this episode. For those listening, head to the SIJ Media LinkedIn channel to watch short video clips of my interview today with Emmanuel, and be sure to stay notified for our Series 2 launch in January 2026. Bye for now.